And a member of that family is my guest tonight. Suzanne's sister, Teresa Clark, joins me exclusively in her first national TV interview. Teresa, thank you so much for being on. I can't imagine what you and the rest of your family are going through at this time. It's really unbearable reading through the details of the affidavit, of the evidence they have. How are you guys doing?
I mean, I guess the best way to explain it is that all we can do is process it as soon as we hear about it. And the first time I heard about it, I was on a trip coming back from Thailand, and I was in Hong Kong, and because of the time difference, it was on a Tuesday, and this took place on a Sunday. And I knew as soon as I heard that my sister had been missing for 16 hours that she was no longer with us, because we have lost my sister at Disney, for an hour or two. We've lost her in South Texas for an hour or two. But my sister has always been at home, in her bed with her husband, with her children. She has a lot of responsibilities, and she doesn't go missing for, more than an hour or two. So I knew right away that my sister was no longer with us as soon as I got the message.
I suppose the rest of us, Teresa, were not surprised to hear murder charges levied at her husband, given all the stories that we were hearing leading up to this incredible court document. Were you and your family surprised?
I mean, I was never surprised, because the minute I got the message, I just knew that my sister was gone and that she was in heaven with my father and my grandma and my grandpa. And so then I actually thought it was this very cut and dry situation, just because I was, on the other side of the world. And so from my understanding, they had this fight at the Argyle Club. They came home, the neighbors witnessed it. And I just assumed that, they had figured the whole thing out that night. And so I didn't fully understand the severity of the situation. But once I understood that, the children hadn't spoken to her in 16 hours, that's when I just knew, okay, she's already in heaven. That's just all there is to it.
So this, and that's a hard thing for a lot of families to come to grips with when one of their loved ones is missing. There is that hope. There's that hope.
No, there's no hope.
But no hope.
There's no hope.
Your whole family feels that way?
No. I mean, we knew immediately. I mean, I'm in Thailand and Hong Kong. I knew immediately. I mean, there's not like, what kind of hope is there? There's no hope. I mean, she's in heaven. That's all there is to it. It's not a hope situation.
Can I ask you, when you read through the details in the court affidavit, the evidence so far that they have gathered on Brad, Simpson, my jaw dropped. Did you have a reaction one way or the other?
I mean, I can't really speak about that specifically. It's my understanding that y'all reviewed that last night, and, my job is to protect our families and the children, and for people to understand that we know that Suzanne, is no longer with us, obviously, and I do understand that her husband, tried to petition to see the children, and one of his statements was that she's in Austin hanging out with her Chi Omega sisters. But the thing is that all my sister's best friends, they're not Chi Omega. She has a group of friends that they've all grown up together, they've had children together, and they're not Chi Omega. So I know my sister's not in Austin at the Chi Omega house, because she has a house that is in Almas Park, and that's where her children are, and she would be at the house with her children, making them breakfast, getting them to school, picking them up, organizing activities, because she was an incredible mom and an incredible wife.
And her oldest is about 20, her youngest about 5. What's happening with those kids, Teresa? Who's looking after the ones that still need looking after?
Yeah, we have to keep that confidential, but I can just tell you that between our families, we have an incredible support system, and we don't have any concerns for the children. Their lives are going to remain as normal as possible, considering the circumstances, and so that is not, a concern at all.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.